Hi Skyline. I've got a pretty cool lesson for us today. It's all about mechanical advantage. Now, what mechanical advantage is basically it's creating a machine, whether it's simple or complex, that means that you can do more work with less effort. So first we're going to start with just some water bottles, and I've got a scale here. So all I'm going to do is pick these water bottles up with a scale to see how much they weigh. It should beep after a second. Great. So we've got both these water bottles coming in at 5.95 pounds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some mechanical advantage to see if we can make these water bottles weigh less so we don't have to lift as much. Right, stop it. All right, so now we're going to introduce a lever, but first, Sadie really wanted to join, so here's my assistant. So now we've got the lever here. So if you take a look down here, we've got a stick going through, and the water bottles are at the halfway point. And now we're going to use the scale to lift up this part of the lever and see if the water bottles weigh any less. So let's give that a go. All right. So now this clocked in at only a little under 2.5 pounds. So it took half the weight, is just immediately gone, all because we introduced a lever into the equation. That is mechanical advantage. So now how this works is actually pretty simple. We've got the stick here, the two water bottles in the center, and when we're lifting up on this end, we're only lifting up half the weight because the other half of the weight is over here on this end of the stick. And that's what mechanical advantage is. It's just using clever ways to move things and make things easier. That's just one type of mechanical advantage. There are probably thousands of different ways you can do it. One of the best examples I can think of is a bicycle. If you get on a bike and you pedal, you can put in a pretty low amount of energy and still go really far and really fast. That's why riding a bike is so much more efficient than walking or running somewhere. So now we're going to try and make something that's a little more fun, and hopefully all you guys will have the ingredients to do it at home. So today, what you guys are going to do is you're going to make a catapult. It's very easy. All you need is a spoon, you need a cork or something like that, and you can use just about anything, a rubber band, and a balled up piece of paper, and it works. So I'm going to make one real quick I've got a spoon here, a rock, and an elastic. So all you got to do is take the spoon, put it right there, take the elastic, go around both sides, and that's all you need to do. Now, get a sheet of paper. My task for you is I want you to create one of these catapults, get a few balled up pieces of paper, and you're going to sheet them and see how far you can make them go. Now, you can get better distance by changing the angle of the spoon. If you go, too far, it's just going to shoot it down on the ground and the piece of paper won't stay in. And if you go too far back, it's just going to shoot the paper straight up in the air. So, you got to find the right angle so it's going to shoot it the farthest. And I'll bet that you guys can get like 10 or 15 feet easy out of this. So that's going to be your goal.
Do not shoot it at people or pets.
All right, I wanted to talk to you a little bit just more about the materials. So we've got a catapult here. As I said, I used a cork for this one. It really can be just about anything, as long as it's small enough to be attached with the rubber band. The most important thing is the spoon. So I've got a plastic spoon here, and plastic spoons definitely work best because you want them nice and springy. And as you can see, you can see on this spoon that it springs, which is what you want. A metal spoon will work a little bit, but it doesn't have this spring, which is what gives the catapult its power. Now I want to talk about why this is mechanical advantage. So what we have here we have this base, and we have a spoon that has a lot of spring in it. So this is mechanical advantage because we get to use a very small amount of force to bend this spoon down, but then when we let it go, it shoots really far because with all this spring in the spoon is getting bent around this object, which is called a fulcrum. It's getting bent around this object, and then now the spoon wants to spring back to the shape it's supposed to be and shoots the paper up in the air. That's what makes it a mechanical advantage. Very minimal amount of effort being put in to a large result.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot a few. That was a good one. Now I got to measure it. So, if I had a tape measure, that'd be the easiest. I just bring my tape measure out. But if you don't, take a ruler. Just go 1, 2, 3, and just count how many times. If you don't have a ruler, this is what I want you to do. Start right here. Start right here. And just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My first one made about 6 feet. And I'll count all the way out to the far one out. Alright, so make your catapult, shoot it a few times, measure your furthest distance. As my wife said earlier, do not shoot them at people or pets or anything like that. Comments will be enabled in the bottom of this video, so when you figure out how far you managed to shoot with your catapult, post it down at the bottom, and I'll take a look. Thanks, guys.